guys need to take a breath with me, okay? I want you guys to do a breath of 4 counts with me, okay? We're gonna breathe in for 4 counts, hold it for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, and then hold it again. Okay, let's go. Okay. The reason I asked you guys to do that is because I feel like you guys have just had some form of anxiety. Now, let me tell you, I was on my bed and I had been receiving this message this whole day, like the whole day I had been receiving this message, and I just couldn't show up today. I was really tired, my body was really weak, and I just couldn't show up, not at all. So I decided to get some rest, but I also could not. I mean, the energy was so strong and the realizations were so strong that I just could not sit and not deliver this message, and I felt like I had to because there was so much coming in at the same time. It's literally 2, maybe it's 3 a.m, maybe it's 2 a.m, I really don't remember, but I think it's 2:30, maybe it's 2:30 a.m. But I woke up out of my bed because I had to do this. Candles could be very significant. I feel like something about candlelight or being surrounded by candles is very significant at this moment. I'm getting something like manifestations using candle or like candle magic, some of that stuff. I'm getting that in the positive light, okay? And also I would like you guys to use your discernment when I give this message. Use your discernment, take what resonates, leave what does not. I feel like the energy is that you have been blaming yourself. I feel like there's a lot of confusion. You almost hate everything that has happened in the last 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, like the last particular cycle where you've worked really hard on yourself. It's as if you really cannot. It's like your human side recognizes that you've done so much and you've showed so much patience, and at the end of it all, it's like your human side has their hands open and ready to receive, but nothing comes through. And because nothing comes through, what's happening is that you no longer see the point in everything that you went through. It's like you went, okay, you know what I'm seeing is that you went through a whole delivery process. You went into labor, you gave birth, but you have no baby in your hand. You're waiting for the baby, but the baby never came in your hands. It's like you're like, where's the baby? I just gave birth. I just went through an entire process of giving birth. Where's the kid? Where's my child? I think that's how it feels, because I feel like there is this form of delayed gratification. What I'm strongly sensing, that I have been sensing for very long. I just got a notification and my friend just wrote, "It's the worst." That makes sense. It's the worst because it's like the worst feeling ever. You've had a very bad time in the past, and right now you're standing in a timeline where you expect things to move, but they haven't. So when you look back, you're watching your life, the last 1 year or last few months, or heck, even the last few weeks or days, it doesn't matter. But what's happening is that you're looking back and you're thinking to yourself, what was the use of it all? What have I learned? I've learned nothing. Where did I go wrong? I feel like you're kind of mad at yourself for letting that happen to you. I don't know, it could be anything. It could be, maybe this is about a relationship, maybe this is about a work, a job, maybe this is about a situation, or maybe it's about a few people that you've had to deal with, or maybe it's about a phase in your life where it's like you feel as if you haven't stood up for yourself enough, or you feel as if you could have done things differently, and you're mad at yourself because you're here looking at your empty hands and you're thinking, what's the use of it all? Why did I go through all of this? I shouldn't have. I shouldn't. If this is what I was supposed to receive in my present timeline, which is nothing, I should have never gone through everything I did in the past. But here's where it gets interesting. Because you know what? I feel like there's this. You love yourself, or you've learned to love yourself. You have this respect for yourself, and so you cannot see yourself go through shit ever again, because I think you've gone through enough shit. And you know what? This is the first time I'm not using any tarot decks. I'm just channeling. I'm just going through with whatever comes through and whatever has been coming through for a very long time today. I feel like you guys need to breathe a lot. Dragons could be significant. I'm seeing dragons. I'm also the color red could be significant. Candles are very, very significant. Like, I feel like this mood, confirmation bird, I feel like there's this mood that you're going after. I'm hearing sensory, the word sensory. Alignment, I heard the word alignment. Sensory alignment. What does that mean? Sensory alignment. Let's see, maybe it'll come through. So it's like, okay, I need you guys to know one thing, and that is, you guys, you were meant to go through that. You were meant to go through all of that, and you guys know it yourself. And I feel like, okay, I get this sense as if you've forgotten the lessons that you learned. Like, don't get me wrong, you are a culmination of all the lessons right now. Your growth, the version of yourself that you are right now, is a culmination of everything you've been through. But it's as if you don't see it. It's as if you cannot pinpoint and comprehend what have you learned from everything that you went through. You feel as if you went through pain for absolutely no reason. And it's not like you could have gotten out of it, because it was divinely orchestrated, it was divinely planned, it was a divine plan, it was a divine path that you were on. So, and you know that for yourself, because you have tremendous growth and you know that as well. But it's like you cannot really pinpoint, and you're like, if somebody asks you, so tell me at least like 3 growths or 3 lessons you've learned during this time, you're like, yeah, about that I don't remember. Like, I cannot even pinpoint and tell you exactly what. And I feel like you feel bad about all the pain that you went through. You're like, it's unfair. Why did I go through all of that? What was the use of all of it? But okay, understand this concept, okay? It came to me in the most beautiful forms. You know how women have one dedicated organ in their body only meant for pleasure, and I'm trying to keep this PG, but you know what it is. Imagine, pleasure is such an important component, part of life, which is often shamed, and it's often presented or represented as something evil, or it is always an emotion or a state of being that is shut down, or is always spoken against of, or is always thought to be hidden or to not be experienced. Sometimes people are not allowed to experience it well, even after their adulthood. Like, they need special permission or special conditions to be able to experience pleasure. Now understand this concept. Pleasure comes. How does pleasure come with? It comes with pain. Like, pain and pleasure together. I don't know how to explain it. Give me a minute, because it's such a beautiful concept. So this is what it is, right? Pleasure creates. Pleasure is creation. Pleasure creates and reproduces forwards. Your generations come because you were in a state of pleasure. Not all cases, but you know what I mean, right? Like, pleasure is the state or the frequency of creation. And if you notice, it's like, I wrote it in my notepad as creation is equals to pleasure plus play, pleasure plus pain. When there's pleasure, there is pain, and when there is pain, there is pleasure. Especially, I'm talking about in you know what sense. So I thought about this and I was like, yeah, your life. You are moving towards a state of creation, a creation of such a beautiful life. And you want pleasure in your life. You want pleasure in all sorts of ways. It comes with pain. And that pain pushes you, it propels you, it teaches you, it transforms you, it changes and pushes you. I think I said pushes twice, but maybe that's significant. Maybe it pushed you forwards into a reality, into a state of being that you were required to be in. So, what I'm getting is that somewhere in this whole chaos where you feel that I don't understand why did I have to go through so much of pain, it's because pleasure is to come. You must have already felt the pleasure and you're just forgetting about it because I don't blame you. It's a valid crash out, okay? Our human version or our human perspective is sometimes distorted or limited only to our 3D realities. But understand that you, this person watching this video, you are such a beautiful, magical, mystical, out of this world, non-earthly being that you experience life in ways that are not human. And because you're like this, you're always torn between two polar opposites of being. You're torn between two different ways of being and existing. You know, I was thinking about how much sometimes we blame ourselves or we cannot forgive ourselves. But I think you really are not, I think you're moving into a state or into a version of reality where you need to accept that yes, you went through pain and it's okay. Because you know what I'm getting is that you keep questioning why. Why did I go through confirmation mark? You're like, why? Why did I go through so much of pain? You're questioning it so much. You're questioning it to the point where everything seems worthless. Your pain seems worthless. Your journey feels worthless. But this is what it is. You didn't go through that pain for no reason. And understand this: if you went through a particular pain, despite you trying to leave or sever a connection or leave a situation, leave a certain thing, but you just could not leave because you kept being pulled back into it, or you just you were not allowed to by the divine source. Trust the divine source, because even if you cannot see it right now, or even if you couldn't see it back then, trust that there is always a reason why the divine source does what it does. You didn't go through it for nothing. You went through it for a big purpose. There was a big reason to this. There was one more thing that was coming through. You know, the words like activation and upgrade have been very active in my life. Active and activation, basically, and upgrade. Yeah, but forgive yourself. Not because you failed to show up for yourself, but because you did the best you could with whatever you had in that moment. Imagine everything you are right now. You think that you haven't made progress. You think that everything you went through was worthless. You learned absolutely nothing. All that pain was for no use at all. I want you to look at yourself 1 year ago and look at yourself now. Heck, just look at yourself 6 months ago and look at yourself now. Look at yourself 3 months ago, before when that exact pain started, and now look at yourself. Look at the way you look physically. Look at the way you feel. Look at your life. What has changed? What has changed? So many things. your existence, your current reality, the way you look, the way you feel, the way you perceive, the way you look at the world around you, your mentality, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you look in the mirror, the way you perceive yourself. How do you feel when you look at yourself? How do you feel when you look at people around you? How do you react in old situations? How do you react in old patterns? That is proof. That is proof that you've come far and that pain was worth it. Because even if you cannot remember everything that you went through and what were the lessons that you learned, you went through it. Because that pressure created you. That pressure put you like a hydraulic pressure. I'm literally seeing a hydraulic pressure, and it's like that created you. That created you. You who are you right now in this moment, in this reality, and you're so beautiful. Look at yourself. I gotta breathe. There's another very, very significant energy that I kept catching on. It has got to do with your ancestors and it has got to do with your life. Wait, this was not okay. My hair. Okay, it's like I want you guys to realize how lucky you are. And I'm not saying that you're ungrateful. I'm not saying that you don't think you're lucky. You know you're lucky. But it's still, I feel like this is significant because it's coming up for somebody. I feel like either you are, I heard the word reminiscing, but I feel like either you are, yeah, you might be reminiscing your old reality, because I feel like you have looked at who you were, or you've had flashbacks, or somebody spoke about it, or you spoke about it, or you've seen pictures from the past. Guys, I keep seeing so I have my candle right here and the flame keeps forming a heart. Like I don't know how to show it to you guys. Wait. I don't know if that's gonna see. Do you guys see it? Do you guys see what I see? Do you guys see a heart? Do you guys see it? I really wanted to capture it. See? Wow. Yeah. I really wanted you guys. Oh, sorry. I really wanted you guys to see that, because sometimes when you flame scar and when you claim to have seen such things, people don't really know what that is. But I wanted to make sure that you guys get to know what I'm seeing right now. Love. Okay, I feel like love energy is so significant, and I cannot believe that I have been speaking about love ever since this channel started, because you guys, my head, I cannot even fathom the fact that love has been on this channel so actively, so heavily. But yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm just gonna say it. Okay, I was just trying to keep it nonchalant. I was just trying to keep it generic, but honestly, this is giving heavy love energy. And you know what, I want you guys to know that this particular person that you have on your mind and that you doubt, why did you have to go through all of this? Look, if this person was bad for you, why did the divine keep it why did the divine keep him, her, or they, them in your life? Why? Think about it. I want you guys to think about it. If there was any speck of bad in them, why did the divine keep them in your life? Because think about it, like nobody in your life has stood with you up till now. Everyone's left. People who were not good for you have left. Why is it that this person is still standing strong in your life? Why is it that this person is still on the back of your mind, on a back burner, probably orbiting you, but this person is still there? And you know this for yourself, because I don't even have to say use your discernment, because if you found this video, it's because this person is not someone you're supposed to let go, or this person is not one of those people who hurt you, and it's because of them that you went through shit or pain. Because again, think about it. Everything that you went through, you cannot blame them. You do blame them. You blame them. You also blame the universe. You blame source. But if you think about it and realize, like, you know what, I keep saying think about it. Maybe you have been thinking a lot. Maybe you've been thinking a lot, like you're literally thinking a lot. Maybe you've spent the whole day thinking. Maybe you've spent the past 3 days thinking, or maybe you've spent your whole life thinking. Maybe you've spent the whole year or the last whole month just thinking. I feel like you're also pretty smart, you're intelligent. You have this intelligence to perceive things or to think things people don't think often. So it's like 80% of the times people don't get you, or people like cannot catch up with you because they're like, what is she even talking about? Like, I don't even think they can understand what you say most of the times. And you're like, I can't even explain it to you guys. I don't even know how to do it. But yeah, you cannot blame this person. You cannot blame divine source because you know yourself that you cannot. And you cannot blame yourself either, because I feel like, okay, this is like a full circle moment. I feel like you tried blaming them, you tried blaming divine source, and then because you couldn't blame them, because you know it yourself, you cannot blame them because there's nothing that they've done to be blamed. You come back and you blame yourself. How dare I let myself go through that? I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that. I wish I could have treated myself this way. And I wish I could have realized this earlier on so I could have saved myself from this pain. I could have saved myself from spending so much of energy on this. But dude, the person you are right now, you're doing everything that that version of yourself had to do. And you're not doing it because, oh, you suddenly realize it. No, you're doing it because all those past versions of yourself had to go through a certain level of pain, a certain level of ups and downs to learn and to become who you are today. So, if you feel shit about everything in the past right now, please know that it had to happen for a reason. And even if you cannot see it right now, accept it. I feel like there is no other solution to this but to accept it and to walk ahead, knowing that, well, she made mistakes because she was meant to make mistakes because she's a human and she was supposed to learn. There's a beautiful quote that I found just when I was thinking about this. The quote said, I think I might just place it over here. It was a downloaded image, but it spoke about how you spoke to the universe and you asked her to give you growth, and then she made you uncomfortable. And when the universe made you uncomfortable, you learned how to love, you learned how to laugh, you learned how to create boundaries, you learned how to let go, you learned how to create, you learned how to block. I'm hearing, did you block somebody on Instagram? Or are you thinking about blocking somebody on Instagram who's not good for you? Try it. Try it if they're not good for you, because use your discernment. You know the difference between the good and the wrong. Use your intuition. You're pretty intuitive, so use it for yourself. I feel like, and you know what? I just want to end this message with one last hint or one last spark of emotion, is that even if your human version or your human self, your ego is cribbing, it's whining, it's crying because it just cannot bear the shit that you're going through right now, because everything just feels, it's like cranky. I'm getting cranky, whiny vibes. Like, when is this gonna get over? I cannot do this shit anymore. Where is my candy? You know how you go to the dentist and they give you a candy at the end of the appointment? Like, hey, you did great, here's your candy. But you're like, where is my candy? I didn't get any candy. I need my candy. Where is it? So I see that, but it's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me, it'll be fine. Because even though my ego side, my human side is like, ain't no shit's gonna happen. No shit. Ain't nothing gonna happen. And I'm saying this, that this is what I feel, is because I've been channeling this for so long, and I've been like brewing, or I've been marinating in this energy for so long. So this channeled message is for you as much as it is for me. Like, dude, I'm telling you, we're going through the same shit, bro. Like, what was I saying? Yeah. I'm also, you know what, I saw Eyes could be very significant. I closed my eyes and I saw eyes. I saw beautiful eye, evil eye, maybe the evil eye amulet, or just maybe protect yourself from negative energies. If you don't know how to do that, wait, how long has this video been? Oh my god, it's been pretty long. But I might make another video just to explain to you guys how to guard yourself from evil or negative energies. I think I should do that. I'm gonna do that soon for you guys. You guys need to know that because I think I'm seeing that, but I didn't see it in a negative way. Still, I feel like for some of you guys who need guarding from negative energies and evil eye energy, it's there, but it doesn't mean it's out there killing you. No, you're protected. You are protected. You will be protected, but also if you help yourself. Just know that even if your ego side is saying that things are not gonna happen and you don't see it happening anywhere sooner or later or ever, know that there is a part of you that can definitely sense that there is something brewing or that there is something coming up. I really can't tell you the speed of it because to me personally it feels like it's a very fast moving energy, but again, it's like your focus shifts to your physical reality and you're like, hey, nothing's coming up. I don't see anything. Everything is as still as a frozen lake. But you know what they say, just because the lake is frozen, it doesn't mean that the water isn't moving underneath. It doesn't mean that the fish are not living underneath that water. They are. Things are moving, things are existing, things are coming into existence, things are coming into creation. You need to trust what's inside in this moment. Feel what you're feeling, and that's fine. But don't let your ego take the cake. Don't, okay? I think that's it. I just want you. I just want you. It's weird. I just want to let you guys know that you guys are doing so well. You guys are doing so well for you, for yourself. You've done so well for yourself. And if you guys have something going on in love right now, I just want you to know you're doing everything right now. Please trust yourself. You are doing so good by giving your energy to yourself. Please keep doing what you're doing. It's good. It's good. You're doing good. Okay? Let this video be a confirmation for you. I'm gonna end this. Wow, that was a beautiful tongue slip. I'm gonna end this video. See you guys in the next one, and probably in the next one I'm just gonna teach you guys how to protect yourself from any negative energies. Okay, bye.